Yo guys, what's up? This is Sam from Inside Gaming, and today we have more news from CD Projekt Red. So first of all, I don't want to totally hate on this game just generally. I want to hate on it for the things that it did terribly wrong, or that the lead of CD Projekt Red did terribly wrong, and not on the game in general, because I love the game and I can play it on my PC, but that's not enough. If the game is not playable on the most played system, then that's a problem. If a game gets released before it's finished, that's a problem. If a game is a buggy mess, that's a problem. If a company behaves that way, that's also a problem. And we have some news from CD Projekt Red that don't sound very nice. And they always act like they would be this super nice company who would never do anything wrong. And now we can see one thing after another falling like a domino piece. Microtransactions, bing. You just need to have a look at Cyberpunk multiplayer, it will be in there. Buggy mess on launch, ding. Unplayable on many systems, ding. Crunch, despite they say there is no crunch, ding. You know, it's just like they are checking all the boxes from a corpo fucking trash company. So, news now. The head of CD Projekt Red has assured staff they will receive any bonuses they earned for work on Cyberpunk 2077, disregarding a previous condition about the game's review scores. That sounds nice, doesn't it? But the problem is when you find out about how it was before, the system that they have set up, a token system. Bloomberg obtained an email from studio head and Cyberpunk 2077's creative director Adam Badowski saying the company would drop the previously agreed bonus system, which focused on achieving a certain rating and meeting the release date. After consideration, we believe that measure is simply not fair under the circumstances. He told employees, "We understand the length and complexity involved to make this a reality, and still you did everything you could deliver an ambitious and special game." So the system was that you would get tokens from the lead developers or the team leads that you can then in the end exchange for money bonuses. I never heard of a more despicable system. And this basically means that you have to really enslave yourself. That's like a mechanism to enslave workers, basically, and make them obedient no matter what. So, whatever the team lead is doing, it doesn't really matter. They will bow down, they will always be nice, etc., because those people are giving out the tokens. So, if you're on bad standing with your team lead, you are basically screwed. So, this system is just horrible. Okay, so let's read a little bit more. The threshold for the bonus payments is set to be a Metacritic score of 90. When the first wave of reviews arrived, it reached 90, but this has slipped to 90 and only factor in the PC version because the other versions have worse ratings. Console-specific reviews are still emerging after media outlets refused to sign an NDA that prevented them from showing their own footage of the game. This is so despicable. They knew it. This is so incredibly despicable. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew that it was bad, and this is horrible. That paints a disgusting picture about this company. And I had a look at their jobs section. Oh my god, I would never work for this company if I read stuff like this. I mean, they treat their people like monkey slaves. It's incredible. And then the fact that they didn't release any, that they released this NDA for the reviewers, where the reviewers couldn't use own footage, and it's so despicable. Wow, CD Projekt Red, don't know any shame? And do you think people will not notice this? You think Rockstar, because Rockstar can do incredibly vicious things and get away with it, you can do that as well? No, you can't. You were underdogs to you like 5 years ago, and Rockstar is a big player since a long time. So this is like, and by the way, if you compare, for example, the NPC behavior Just saying. Like, it feels like a game from 2005, Cyberpunk 2077. If you compare it directly to Red Dead Redemption 2, where you have like tons of interactive artificial intelligence systems that flawlessly work together with each other and feel lifelike. And then you have a look at the AI of Cyberpunk. As I said at the beginning, I love the game, but it has tremendous flaws in some cases. And then Bloomberg has also uncovered more details of how the CD Projekt's bonus system works, describing a process whereby team leaders would give tokens to the staff member they believe deserved additional rewards. It's despicable. That means it doesn't matter how good you are, it matters how much your team lead likes you or not. It's absolutely horrendous. Wow. Had the game met its release date and a certain review score, its tokens holder would have received performance bonuses on top of the established annual profit-sharing payouts. However, it's believed this system contributed to the crunch conditions of Cyberpunk 2077. Of course, this is like a crunch engine. I don't know, like, it is believed. It's pretty clear that this was causing more crunch. Back in September, it emerged that the studio would be enforcing mandatory overtime in the final weeks of development, aka crunch. Badowski has previously admitted that staff had already been required to crunch earlier this year ahead of the game's original April release date. Do you remember, guys? It was slated to be released in April. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. I know there's some fanboys that can just not accept that they fucked up. I mean, they apologized. I put out that video where I told them, dudes, you gotta apologize. And as a matter of fact, next day they did just that because it was obvious that they have to do. But of course, there are tons of people who cannot see the reality of a company going dark, really dark, and doing things that you should never do as an ethical company, one would say. And that the game was a buggy mess, that it's still rather shite on many systems. It's still full of bugs. I'm playing it on a good PC and I enjoy myself for the most time, but I had multiple bugs. Some of them really disturbing. Like, for example, in one case there was a conversation with Keanu Reeves and there's this glitch effect. And this glitch effect just stuck with me. And for an hour or so, I thought this is part of the story. Then I quickly Googled it and I found out, oh no, it's just another bug. And this is just one of many, many, many that I experienced. And I also had to, redo certain sections. In this case, I had to go back about 1 hour to finish what I'm doing. So please, people, if you're a CD Projekt fanboy, you can just leave, to be honest with you, because they are the best thing about CD Projekt Red is the creatives that apparently get abused by the company by despicable systems like those tokens, crunch, and just like a definitely bad vibe. And I felt that before all of this surfaced. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation about that. That is a little bit objective, okay? We can acknowledge the qualities of CD Projekt Red and of the game Cyberpunk 2077, while at the same time staying relatively objective and, holding truth to power in the end. Because CD Projekt Red is a multi-billion, that's billion with a B, dollar company that just lost, by the way, 30% of their share. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, smash that like button, it really helps out. You can see that this channel is way too small and it needs to grow, so smash that like button and help me out to grow, basically. And also subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I see you guys in the next one.